Hello, this is Shannon at the Germantown Public Library here to tell you about this week's take-home craft. This week we're going to be making a dinosaur. So when you come to the library to pick up your kit, in it you are going to find a piece of colorful craft foam, 3 popsicle sticks, another smaller piece of craft foam. I think most of the kits have yellow, if not all, for the smaller piece. And then there will be just a single Google eye because we're just going to decorate the one side of our dinosaur. You will also need scissors, glue, and some kind of a marker. I used black craft foam, so I had to find a white one to draw the mouth. But most of you have a color. You could use black, you could use a dark color, you could use whatever color you want to draw your mouth on there. So to get started, I think it makes the most sense to go ahead and take your sticks and glue them together in a triangle shape and then let it dry, because then you can use that triangle as the pattern for the triangle that you're going to cut out of your craft foam. So this is kind of we're going to have to do it in a couple steps because you are going to have to give that triangle made out of your popsicle sticks a chance to dry. Once that is done, you'll go ahead and you'll take your craft foam and you can actually just lay it, with your triangle over it, and just go ahead and cut a triangle out of the foam, and then you're actually going to glue that to the back of your triangle. And then you should have a good piece of scrap of this left, and that's what you can use to cut the head. And I did mine kind of blocky, but you wouldn't necessarily have to do that. You could do it curved, you could do whatever shape head you want on your dinosaur. And then I did a couple of squares for the feet, and I again just glued all those to the back. And then you'll take your yellow or your contrasting color craft foam and go ahead and cut out just a jagged, and I did this freehand. You could certainly draw it out first if you wanted to, but I just kind of made little cuts to make this jagged back, to put spines on my dinosaur's back, and then you just glue it along the back and then flip it over, and this is what your dinosaur is going to look like after you add your eyeball and draw your little mouth on there. I hope you enjoyed this take-home craft, and we will see you next week for another one. Thanks so much.